I mean, that's what I love about God. That's what I love about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ does not see all of that.
Yeah.
Bro, God is something else. Like, God is...
No, he will embrace you and give you a second chance.
Exactly.
But people don't.
Yeah, people don't.
People don't. Yeah,
People don't. I mean, look at David. David knew that he messed up when he took
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba's
wife, yeah.
Uriah's wife.
Yeah.
And people noticed probably, but he was the king. They couldn't say anything. But this guy noticed that what I did was wrong. He went on to ask for forgiveness from the master himself, rolling around, doing everything. And God said, it's fine. I forgive you.
Just forgive him.
But what about the people?
And Uriah, you didn't forget. You can't forget someone taking your wife.
I think people of today, they don't forgive easily. Of all the generations, people of today, my brother, I am telling you, they don't forgive easily. Even, I think we might have true prophets that are amongst us. People expect a prophet or a man of God or a pastor to be perfect.
Yeah.
Forgetting that they are humans also. So when they make a mistake and they say, this one is a false prophet because he did that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you never know what happens behind doors. This guy might probably kneel down and ask for forgiveness and God forgives. I think that we should all go back to the Bible when the Bible says, do not judge. Because if you don't judge, you are safe.
But I also think the thing is, if you look at, I'm not trying to attack any papa in their papa lights. No, I'm just trying to say, if you look at most of these prophets, they present a persona of being almost like a god. That's also the problem.
Thank you.
If you come and show that you are a human being who is called by God, and you have also, and you are not perfect, people will accept that. But now that you have built this persona, you are untouchable.
Now you are
almost like God, and you know.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that. These guys, they will be working. They will be waking and walking in white shoes, stepping on people bowing down to them.
You know, and when you then, when your weaknesses come out, people are harsh to judge you because you have set a standard. If you set a standard, people will judge you against that standard. But if you come and show that you are human and you are also working on yourself and you also need God and God is above you, you are not like a God, people will judge you on that standard.
You're right. You know, for me, I wanted to say, you know, it's true. Do not judge because you don't know what happens behind doors.
True.
But at the end of the day, as a human being, you should test these guys.
Yes.
Test these spirits. And be in a position to say, I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to say anything, so that you can be safe. Remember, you know, if we could have prophets, you know, these prophets from Old Testament or even New Testament people, people like Paul, if we could have people like Elijah, Elisha today, we won't be having nonsense. Those guys were going probably to the president, to someone who is ruling the whole Southern Africa.
They will tell you you are wrong.
You are wrong. Exactly. Imagine.
They'll tell you are wrong. I still remember a story in the Bible where a king, he gathered all the prophets in the land.
Yeah.
And the other ones were saying, no, you win this battle. And what everyone was saying, no, you win.
Exactly.
You know, gymnastics, prophetic gymnastics. And there was just one prophet who said, my guy, you are going to die. If you go to this war, you are going to die. And he hated him. And he hated them.
God. I mean, God is amazing. I feel like, you know, God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the same. What is stopping God to manifest himself the way he was doing back then? It's because of us, human beings, the way we are doing things.
Yeah.
It's so wrong. Back in the days, these guys, they were going to denounce a president or someone who was ruling the place. These days, we no longer have that. I mean, I don't know who was it in the Bible who say, if I am of God, may fire come down and consume you.
Elijah.
Bro, imagine going to any president or someone who is so corrupt and saying, if I am from God, where you stand, may you fall and die. If it happens.
No, people will actually fear God. Exactly. If that can happen. If a man of God can go and say, my guy, you are doing this wrong. And if I'm a man of God, this, that, and it happens, they'll start fearing God.
The fear of the Lord is the what?
The beginning of all wisdom.
Exactly. Very true. Because if you start respecting authority, bro, authority will start revealing itself in its full nature. People like Moses feared God. God revealed himself to people like Moses. And even Moses, his hair changed. Imagine people seeing you and saying, wow, this one is an example of Jesus Christ. This one is an example of love. This one is an example of faith. This one is an example of mercy. These things that we read in the Bible, they should be part of us.
True.
God, take more of me and give me more
of you.
That's how it's supposed to be. People are supposed to see the light of God on your life.
True.
So I told you that people of today, we have hardened our hearts. We no longer forgive. That is why we have so many cases. And it's so terrible. The reason why we have hardened ourselves, we are not allowing God to play his part in ourselves.
True. Very true.